Okay, quickly going to go over the broader market analysis, go over some calls that we made today. Going to take a look at the SPY. Going to give you guys some key levels to watch for tomorrow and something I think is highly probable to happen here pretty soon. If we go back on our day chart and we look at all of our candles and we look at the outside and the outer range and or upper end of the range and lower end of the range, you'll get your macro supply line and macro demand line. So something key that's happening right now off of this macro supply line, every time you get in, every time you hit this purple line, you get some pretty big pull-ins. Well, we know technical analysis tells us the more time something is testing, the higher probability that it will be that the stock will actually get through it. So one of the things that we go over in the DVD is how to identify stocks that are about to have big moves. So we've actually caught a couple of 10,000% gainers using this macro supply line, macro demand line theory. One thing that's about to happen to this market that you should be aware of, and we actually had a huge call on this today, we have to stay short as long as it's under this purple supply line. So we had an alert. 175.90 is where we alerted our members to start watching for that short. We actually had a member pop over $11,000 on some 175.50 puts today. The market hit 175.93, pulled all the way back to 174.66. So we had some big calls of this macro supply line. Now, one thing I want you to be aware of, and this is what I'm watching for personally, is if as soon as we get a close outside of this purple line, this market can go much higher than anybody thinks. So key level to watch tomorrow is going to be 176.21, 176.21 tomorrow. If we can get above that, you guys watch out. This market could explode. So 176.21, that's the level to watch tomorrow. Today's calls, if you notice the P&L, almost hit $25,000 on the day. Some huge calls. We had a Netflix, which we go over this trade in the DVD several times. Actually, let me pull over this chart. I've got it all marked up. Netflix, we actually had our first long right here on a flash below this channel. This is exactly what we said, and then we were going to get long as soon as we got to close above this yellow line. We got a pop. This was a huge pop right here from 356 all the way up to 363. We got out, took profits. Then we got short. If you go to a 15-minute chart, you will see a bear flag pattern forming right here, which was actually right here. Don't have it drawn out on this chart. I've got it drawn out on another chart on the side, but you had a bear flag pattern forming. Again, consolidation on light volume to break all the way down. We said that we were going to cover. We called this short at 339. We said we were going to cover at 322. We come down, hit 321.50, which coincides with a level on the day chart. A level on the day chart that we said that we were going to flip long. We flipped long. Didn't actually make too much money on the long, but nonetheless, we had this dialed in perfect. Medivation MDVN, another stock that we traded today. Perfect short call up here, right off ascending resistance on the day chart. Popped $1,500 in less than 5 minutes going to the close. Again, we had to stop at the high today. We were short right near the high. There was also NUS. We didn't actually make any money on this call because we were tied up in other stuff. But again, we were looking for the same thing, that flash right down here below this yellow line, looking for the first close above to get long, use the trailing 5-minute stop. We had a target of 113 that we threw out in chat, hit 112.49, got very, very close. But nonetheless, we do call all of this stuff live. Whether you are experienced in the markets or looking to learn, you need to try us out. You can click the join now button. Again, you got to try us out. 3 months, we're under $100 a month. You cannot beat this deal. We had members in chat, several members make over $10,000. One make over $10,000 on one trade. Personally, I almost made $25,000. So I invite you to join us. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow in chat.